What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Andy, the Destroyer, Ruiz. Andy Ruiz comes clean with the amount of money that Deontay Wilder and his team offered him to fight. And this is what Andy had to say. He reveals that Deontay Wilder is trying to give me the same amount of money that I made in my last fight. That's not fair. As you win, as you go through an eliminator, you're supposed to progress. You're supposed to climb the ladder, and it's not right. And he's trying to lowball me. I'm trying to make all the money I possibly can. And for those who don't know what Andy Ruiz made against Luis King Kong Ortiz, he made a total of $1 million. And let me counterpunch. Listen, I've kind of touched on this before with Andy Ruiz. And if Deontay Wilder offered Andy $1 million, the same amount of money that he had before, that is a lowball offer. It shows that, for one, they don't care about Andy and his resume or him as a fighter. I think, and quite frankly, it's disrespectful, okay? Giving him $1 million, but then here's the sad part. It shows that Deontay Wilder hasn't climbed much as a marquee A-side fighter as well, because no doubt about it, he's the A-side in this equation, okay? And Andy would argue otherwise, but it's just the amount of things that Deontay Wilder has done versus Andy Ruiz at this point in their career is far more more impactful than Andy. However, to offer this man $1 million, that's a low ball offer. Now, what I would like to hear from Team Wilder is a rebuttal. Is this true? Because we don't know if it's true or not, because according to Malik Scott, a part of Wilder's team, they offered him $3 to $5 million. And if that's the case, Andy should take that money. That's around the ballpark of the first jackpot that he received from Anthony Joshua. And we all know what happened that one night where Andy Ruiz upset Anthony Joshua and became the unified heavyweight champion of the world for the first time in his career and the first person of Mexican descent. So he made history. This is right around the same ballpark, and it's not even for any belts whatsoever. It's an eliminator, okay? So it shouldn't be this type of indecisiveness from Andy. So if someone's lying, people, it's either Team Wilder lying about them offering $3 to $5 million, or Andy Ruiz himself stating that they only want to offer him $1 million. So the whole idea between Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder in the sport of boxing is to cut through the BS, is to see who's lying, is to see who's to point the finger, because it's too many fights like this that are not happening. Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder should fight, okay? We should see the man that ridiculed Anthony Joshua and then turned around and ridiculed Andy Ruiz. We need to see that man do what he can do against Andy Ruiz. Let's see him put his fist where his mouth was, okay? So these type of fights should happen because we don't know the outcome. Everybody thinks that Wilder would just go in there and knock out Andy Ruiz. Well, guess what? We have to see it, okay? And these fights are not being seen, and all we are doing is speculating and assuming what'll happen in these fights without these fights actually happening. It's getting old because, as we know, when you match up these fighters that normally don't get the opportunity, they ended up doing something that people will never imagine. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Andy Ruiz revealing that Deontay Wilder offered him only $1 million to fight in a final eliminator for the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.